What up, tubers, and welcome back to another draft here on Arena. Thanks for watching. Hit that like and subscribe if you haven't already, and don't forget to check out cardkingdom.com/Numot for all your Magic card needs. We got some more of this Arena Cube, as I again have got to get some content recorded while I'm gone, and Spider-Man is not officially out yet as of this recording, so we're gonna get some more Arena Cube content. Anyways. Craterhoof Behemoth, I'm going to first pick this. If you watched yesterday's draft video, spoilers, we finally got to draft the Oracle of the Alpha, so got that out of my system. I'm going to do a little bit of a green stompy deck here. I'm going to take the Behemoth. Hopefully we can get all of the good, nice green Rampy cards. Ideally creatures and not necessarily explore, but let's attempt to get Hoofin. And yeah, second pick Fanatic of Rhonas seems like a fine option. There are quite a few 1-drops that add mana in this format, but it's still important to take ones like Fanatic that cost 2 mana as well, especially since this can add 4 mana down the road. And we really just want to cut off that green signal. Vorinclex is decent if we want to. Zagoth Triumph, Temple of Garden. Kabu's been really good in this format as well, just because you can pick up so many fetches in duels. Not my preferred card, though. Kind of just like taking the Vorinclex. Kogla, Green Sun Zenith. There's also a Cold Steel Heart here, but like I said, not super interested in the non-creature ramp effects. And this is nice, right? If you draw it late game, you can get a big creature. Early on, you can get one of your mana dorks. Good. Yeah, Vorinclex is pretty nice, though. Turns off a lot of your opponent's nonsense. Can double your own Planeswalker loyalty just by, entering. Like Vorinclex into Nissa, immediately ultimate or something is a line I've gone through plenty of times. World Wagon's not bad. It is a mana ramp source, and it can do it multiple times. Knight of the Reliquary. Grist is probably okay. Breeding Pool. Yeah, let's take the Breeding Pool. I'll stay open to maybe getting Nadu as well. Because if I'm going to be drafting green, I'm going to want to pick up all the decent green creatures anyways. The Scytheclaw Cubs and whatnot, Bristly Bills. Not the greatest sign that we haven't seen any mana dorks yet, of the 1-mana variety. But hopefully that's just because they haven't been open yet, and not that somebody else is taking them. Oh, well, there's the Nissa. Ah, shoot, there's also Avacyn's Pilgrim. Boo! Nissa's pretty freaking great. Oh, that's tough. I think Nissa is less replaceable, but Pilgrim is more important. Oh well, it is what it is. Pest Infestation. I don't think that is as good in this format. It's okay, though. In this cube, that is to say. Frog can provide some nice card draw, perhaps. Okay, well, we might play the Frog. Temple Garden and Solemn on the wheel. I don't really care for Solemn in the green decks, actually. I like Solemn in the non-green. So I'm going to take Temple Garden here. Just another green shockland. Yeah, another pack. I don't think I really care for any of these cards. Elf or Voice of Resurgence. Bloodbraid Elf does have one brick right now. That's the Green Sun. Yeah, I think I like the voice. We did just pick up that Temple Garden too, so... As long as I get like one green fetch, we should be fine. Oh, and I have the Pilgrim, I guess. Alright, Kogla on the wheel. I am not going to be aching to find top-end cards. For the green deck, I think it's a lot more important that you find the early game plays before you start taking any top-end. Like maybe if it's Hoof or the Great Henge. Knight of the Reliquary might be fine if we end up getting a way to get value out of like landfall. Okay, and well, I mean that's a landfall value card, but we'll play this maybe if we get like the Nadu. All right, just gonna take Misty Rainforest here, I think. Not too concerned about these blue cards. Tyrant is, again, just another top-end card. Wayfinder is an okay 2-drop. Actually, if anything, the Monoist Gravliner could be interesting. Turns all your cheap creatures, your mana dorks and whatnot, into Death Touch Lifelinkers, but I think the green fetch makes the most sense. There's the Bristly Bill. Now, if I wasn't forcing green, Triumphant Getaway is the easy best card here. But I hate Heist. Gotta play it when you can get it, but hopefully I don't have to play against it. Deathrite Shaman is actually one of the other 1-mana accelerants in the format. Just because everybody's running some number of fetches, so this does actually put in a decent bit of work. Maelstrom Pulse, Buried in the Garden. Don't really care for Sentinels, and that usually wheels. Let's take the removal spell here. Uh-oh. That's not a good sign. I don't think I want Bankbuster. I mean, I guess I could take Elspeth. Am I going to play a double white card, though? Elspeth with Vorinclex is kind of neat. If Vorinclex is on the battlefield, you play Elspeth, she enters with 8 loyalty, and then you can just immediately emblem. Maybe, we'll see about that. Not a good sign for green. Crap, okay. So pack 3 is going to have to do us a solid, because this is not a good sign. Fateful Absence, I suppose. Okay, well, there's another white fetch or a green fetch if I don't want to just take Terra Sunder. I guess I need to find a green-black land right now. Yeah, not good. Not good, not good, not good. Okay. Well, hold up. We did find Nadu pick 8, pack 2. Okay, I'm gonna get all these green fetches then. That's good. Okay, so I think we'll cut the white. We have the breeding pool. We have 3 green fetches. I have the Bristly Bill and Springheart Nantuko already. We have the green Sun Zenith, which can grab Nadu, so this is actually kind of turning out. I'm a little bit short on playables without the white right now, right? Because if you cut the lands, we're at 13 non-land cards. Oh, Mockingbird's actually pretty good. Sure. The old Bird Bard. I guess with my mana, it's easier to go Bant than it is Sultai. I don't think this is worth playing. Tidebinder's not bad. I might even run the Consider. Okay, pack 3. Uro's just fine. Cunning Azure Scale's pretty good, I think. I guess Uro with all the fetches maybe is... Yeah, I'll take the Uro. That's fine. Makes the Consider a little bit better. Okay, we got some stuff here for sure. 2 different Nissas. Ice Till Explorer's not bad. Blue fetches aren't bad. Elf or Elemental? I have 1 elf and 0 elementals at the moment. But I feel like the mana acceleration of Nissa is still worth it here. Especially with 3 fetches. Oh, Chromox. I legitimately think this is one of the best cards in the cube. Oh, Ren in 6, or rather just 6 here. Kind of want to take Remand, though. I don't have much interaction. Yeah, let's take the Remand there. There's also Treasure Cruise. Ooh, nice pick. Primetime and Essica's Chariot. Primetime's obviously amazing, but Chariot is going to win more frequently. It just comes down so early and takes over the board instantly. Another breeding pool. Yeah, seems good. Okay. Mana's looking a lot nicer. Eternal Witness or Tome of Gadwick. I mean, I do want to find one of these, right? Either this or the Lava Spur Boots for the Nadu as a 1-mana way to target. So let's just take the Tome, even though I don't care for the card that much. Okay, Oddity's fine. Yeah, I did not get to see many of the Mana Dorks, so very likely somebody else was in green as well, cutting us off. to some extent. Is what it is. Okay, Azure Scale did come back. Ice Till Explorer also came back, I mean, the Flooded Strand also looks good here. I'm gonna take another fetch, actually. Probably not much of a clock deck, but Unnerving Grasp is whatever. Primal Might's fine, Drowner's fine. Yeah, these are all solid playables. Okay, not bad. Some chaff, but overall not bad. I can probably just get away with 16 lands here. Sure. Nothing special, but I think this will do. Little Nadu Crater Hoof. Needed a few more mana dorks, but I think we can make this work. No, I don't think this is a keeper. I think that's a mulligan. This is like slightly better, I guess. Oh, I'm gonna lose the Primal Might here. Plains. Green, white rumblers. 3 lands and a wedding announcement. So Naya aggro, huh? Okay. Alright, good. It's gonna give us a turn 3 chariot. Now remember, Chariot is legendary, so we don't want to Mockingbird it. Okay, sack their token for Nissa. Ah, and they had a fetch, sure. Alright, Nissa's gonna trigger a second time. They're gonna get an elf or elemental. So do they want to play announcement or... Okay, what is going on? like 4-color weird aggro. I think I take their card that draws them extra cards. That is some mishmash they got going on. Oh, what? How many cards are they playing? Oh, wait, no, they shuffled 7 dwarves in. Never mind. I was going to say, they're playing like 60 cards. Wait, no, are they still playing? 6, 12, 17. No, yeah, they're running 40. Alright, that's fine. So I think I'm going to copy their Voice of Resurgence here. And Tuco the Voice. Make copies of the Voice. And they did have a path. Nice. Alright, we definitely get them then. Sure. Alright, just need to find Green Sun or Hoof. Caretaker's Talent. Okay. So they get to draw a card off of Wedding Announcement. How's that? Just like we drew it up. How much damage is this? A little bit. Negative 108. That might be my record for cube damage. Certainly this time around it was. Pretty good. Oh, somebody subscribed while I was offline. If you just noticed a sub notification a few minutes ago. Sorry about that. I was too busy top decking the Hoof. A very timely Hoof, I would say. Okay, I go first. Yep, we have Tome, we have Nadu. I'm going to keep it. I will probably Green Sun for, I guess, Avacyn's Pilgrim on turn 2 here. Retrofitter Foundry. Alright, that one's fine. It's very slow. And I'm going to go World Wagon plus Tome next turn instead of Nadu. Because Because I want to play out the Nadu when we can also get its triggers immediately, you know? Tempting there to kind of just hold up the Tidebinder now that I drew it for their Foundry, but this is just still gotta be so much better. See if we can get some land triggers here. Alright, if not, I'd rather just attack with the World Wagon than use the Pilgrim for mana. Oh, Wrath incoming. Yeah, well, they forgot to attack for one at least, and we still have the World Wagon online. Hornclex. Turn on our wagon, attack for what will be 7. Oh, that doesn't hit Vorinclex. How close to dead are they? I can go grab like Ulvenwald Oddity here. Could grab Koga. Kogla rather. Bristly Bill, but no lands doesn't work. I think I'm gonna grab Oddity because then I can also equip my Tome. This also forces a block. Which they were probably blocking anyways. Alright, the Tome gave us a piece it together draw card. If this card's intensity is 4, instead take an extra turn. Card you. Oh, okay, so just a 1 cycle. And even if they have another Wrath, then we just hope for lethal. That is not good enough. Vorinclex hoses sagas, so GG's. Alright. Bingo bango bongo. Me green, me smash, me win. 2-0. No, doesn't look like a keeper to me. Yeah, we'll go down to 6. Okay, needs to find a blue source, but if we do, this hand is very good. Might even just play a baby Hydra here. Hoping to get the treasures off of it. Really need to find a blue source. Perfect. I think I'm going to lead on Tome and Equip, actually. I don't want to attack my Pilgrim into, like, Virtue of Loyalty or anything like that. See, when you know, you know. Alright, 2 treasures is great. Oh, 3 treasures, right, because the power actually boosted the number of treasures I got. Alright, another Jewel Mine Overseer. Go ahead and Chrome Mox the Quicken, I guess. Come on, gotta hit at least 1 land here. There we go. I think we're just gonna leave it like that and say go for now. Oh, they're Mardu. Okay. They did draw Dwarf. So now we Green Sun Zenith for Bristly Bill, and that might just win the game. Especially with that fetch draw. Oh geez, we redrew the Zenith too. Ah, need to hit lands. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Where are my lands? There's a land. So we've already done this twice. This one can be targeted 1 more time. Bristly Bill can be targeted 1 more time. Wow, I am huge bricking on those. That's crazy. Target the Fanatic 1 time. Jeez. Some pretty big bricks there on the lands. We only triggered Bristly Bill 1 time after our initial fetch. I mean, probably still good enough, of course, but... It could have been better. Completely dominate the opponent, but it could have been better. What is this notification? All right. 3-0. Bird life. Probably have to keep this. Man, another white. Another white, presumably aggro gamer. Yeah, white-red again. Ooh, Voice of Victory. Sweet. Well, that's too good not to go for, though. I think I don't want to shock myself by grabbing a Breeding Pool versus red-white. I have Insidious Fungus, I think, that can kill that. Okay. Where do we go from here? Maybe just Oddity and pass. I'm going to leave back the Deathrite Shaman as a +1 life if they get rid of my Oddity. Carry Zev, yeah. So, that can make Ragavans. Guess I'm just gonna go like this. Yeah, I see you hovering it. I get it. What are you doing? Oh, they had to exile another card. Nice. Oh, that worked out well. This is fine. We do want to trade here. Okay. Sweet. So that should put us pretty far ahead. I'm just going to hit him for 10. That ain't gonna cut it. GG's. Nice. Stupid Boros. Get wrecked. 4-0. Let's go. On the play, this hand looks good. Can go Green Sun for Nadu in a little bit. Another white aggro gamer. Come on. I will grab the breeding pool here this time, though. Actually, we just want to draw land next turn for Chariot. I think that's the ideal. Alright, I'm just going to pass then and hold up Remand. Missing a land here is not good. There we go. Ah, don't want to use up all my fetches, though. Not with Bristly Bill in my hand. Oh, I guess I don't really have a choice. Okay. Well, it is what it is. I know I could have played the... Well, shoot. I could have played the Chariot off the Deathrite Shaman on the previous turn. I don't know what I was doing. I had 2 lands, Fanatic and Shaman, right? Yeah, I should have played out my Chariot. Whoops. Yeah, maybe this worked out a little bit better, though. I'm gonna hope that they don't randomly have a Wrath in their deck. Alright, if it's just flicker Thraben Inspector and get another clue, I'm okay with that. So we go Bill. Land, trigger. I'm gonna target a cat here. Okay, now we can add a green. I didn't want to target Nadu, because if they have something, they're going to want to try to target it with that. Hydra with Bristly Bill is also very sick. Okay. I would say the most likely thing that wrecks me is like a Meat Hook Massacre. Now that's not that bad. And in fact, I might pop off here if I hit a land, which I didn't. I have to assume they're still like very dead here, yeah. Just too many things. Okay, 5-0. Looks good enough. If nothing else, this is a nice redemption of that previous Nadu deck I had a week or so ago. Where it was similar, but pretty sure I spewed off quite a few of what should... Oh no, they might just concede here. If they go for the fetch, this is a turn 2 Tidebinder, your Wooded Foothills. This is just turn 2 Stone Rain on a 3-2. Oh god. Actual worst for them. That is insane. I almost feel bad, but that's one of the reasons Tidebinder is so good right now. Let's see. Do we want a Mockingbird any of this? I don't think so. I assume they're just gonna trade. They didn't, huh? You know what I'm going to do here? While this is triggering on their upkeep, and they have a treasure, I'm going to kill it. So that if they want to use it, they have to do it now as an instant. Ooh, Terse is a nice one to Mockingbird. pretty good as well. Does Tursa just win, though? Not quite. If they want to eat my Deathrite Shaman and go to 1, I'm okay with that. I have a feeling Bloodbraid Elf into Hired Claw isn't going to cut it. Okay, GG's. Four mana, 4/3 flying. 4 mana, 3/2 flying haste. Well, this has been a very quick 6-0. Let's see if we can get the perfect. Not a bad showing by the green deck here. Keepable, not exciting. Oh, Chrome Mox does make it a little bit more exciting. If I can hit a fetch, then I could have a turn 2 Chariot. Oh, assuming it didn't die here. Turn 2 Draconautics Engineer. Okay, let's just Chrome Mox our Nantuko and Uro. Wagon's good. Chariot, I think, is better. Sure. Don't mind seeing that activation this early. I'll go ahead and crew the Chariot and attempt to block if they want to attack. Okay. If they want to burn out my Chariot, that's totally fine. Yep, great. The Boneyard, a Bone Horde. It's a good one, but we can kill it. Bonk. So I can play Oddity and activate its ability immediately, which is pretty nice here. Whoa. I'm gonna say, it's crazy still attack. Sure. So this is exactly lethal. Oh. Yeah. Oh, no, it turns into an 8/8. Oh, 1 over lethal. Thought it turned into a 7/7 for some reason. Yeah. Okay. Well, that, my friends, is a 50-minute 7-0 with the green deck. Nothing much to say there. That was kind of a smooth sailing. We got to do the Nadu thing. We hoofed a couple of times. We got to Tidebind a fetch on turn 2 for the sickness. What more to ask for? All right, thanks for watching. We'll see you back next time. Bye-bye.